All right, hello and welcome to the after work breakdown and decompress. I'm gonna have to come up with a better name for that, but it was a busy day today. Had a whole lot of samples come in and just kind of a lot of admin work, really. Process some dusts, real basic stuff. Most of the day today I was thinking about the idea of hobbies, given that this is part of my Some Hobbies I Try podcast series, maybe a mini episode if you will. I really have been kind of thinking about hobbies, and maybe I'm redefining terms a little bit, but I feel like anything can be a hobby. Anything that you do on a regular basis, whether that's waking up in the morning and doing the dishes, taking care of some chores, or maybe every Thursday night we go and play bridge, or you play some video games after you take care of all your work at the end of the day. We have these habits and hobbies, and I think that it's really important to develop hobbies and to develop habits, and to be very conscious of the impact that those hobbies and habits have on your life. Some hobbies and some habits have a net positive to your life. I mean, if you have a habit of waking up every morning at 5 a.m. and going to the gym and working out, that's probably going to yield some positive results. If nothing else, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be thinking clearer. If your habit is instead you go home every day and you drink a 12-pack of beer, that's probably going to be detrimental to your overall goals and outcomes. And I'm not trying to say that one is bad and one is better necessarily. I'm really not trying to make any sort of judgment call. I mean, I don't know what your day's like. If a 12-pack helps you to, sort of get through that, then, do what you got to do. But I think we have to be honest with ourselves about what habits we feed and what hobbies we pursue. And we need to understand that if you're a 6-pack a day, if you have a 6-pack a day hobby, or you're smoking a packet of cigarettes a day, there's a very real detriment to that habit. That's money that is being spent to purchase that item on a daily basis. That's time that is being spent where you're sitting down and you're drinking a beer, which, people say, like, I want to sit down and relax. I want to sit down and relax. I enjoy beer as much as the next person. But that is a time investment that you are making that could be going towards something else. And then, especially in the case of drinking, or if you're somebody who gets stoned all the time, at the end of the day, that time investment is greater. The things that you can do, or the things you should do, after you have drank alcohol or after you've gotten stoned, are limited. Like if you need to do yard work or work with, potentially dangerous machinery, probably don't want to do that after you've been drinking. If for no other reason, if you hurt yourself, your insurance is going to tell you to go fuck yourself, okay? And I mean, if you want to do those things, that's totally fine, but understand that there are costs to that. In addition, it's the same with hobbies. One of my hobbies that I really enjoy doing is I like to play games. I go to game stores on occasion. I'll play Magic the Gathering. I've played Dungeons and Dragons in the past. Real nerd stuff. But it makes me happy. It takes my mind off of, my day, lets me kind of refocus things. But I have to understand that in exactly the same way as if I'm buying a 6-pack of beer every day or 3 packs of cigarettes or whatever the case may be, there is a legitimate cost to that hobby. I mean, you have to buy cards and buy books, and you buy like the little dice that have your particular character's symbols or something on it. You know, whatever the case may be, there are people that want to sell you things that feed your hobby. And I think that it is very important to understand that those two things, in terms of achieving your goal, are kind of the exact same thing. Okay? Without making any judgment calls. You are investing an amount of time into this. Typically, it can be the same amount of time. Like, I will spend an evening playing cards with somebody, you know? Just like someone can spend an evening drinking. The costs are probably very, very similar. I mean, it depends on what you're buying and what type of brand you drink and whatnot, but you're probably looking at similar costs. And if you want to achieve your goals, it's necessary to simplify your life and to maximize the effectiveness and the productivity of the time you're putting into tasks and the money that you're putting into tasks. Saving's not fun. I mean, you can try and make it into a game. That kind of helps me, but ultimately, just taking the money that you work really hard for and putting it in a bank account until you have enough money to get the thing that you need to accomplish your goal, whatever that is, isn't the funnest thing in the world. And so we do need balance. I mean, we do need to know when it's okay to spend money on ourselves, but we also have to be honest with ourselves and say, look, if I want to achieve my goals, I need to develop better habits and I need to develop better hobbies. Because if we don't, we're going to do the same thing that we always did, and we're going to get the same results we always have. And at that point, we can't ask ourselves, why aren't my dreams coming true? Because your dream has not been to accomplish that goal that you have been working towards. Your dream that you have been pursuing is drinking a 6-pack of beer every night. So, no judgment. If you like these little work decompression videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to do these once a day. Seems like a pretty good use of my time on my drive home from work. As you can see, it's a pretty short drive, about 10 minutes. But I'm home now, so I'll talk to you tomorrow.